Hi and welcome. This is Debt Tale. I'm Rebecca Bautista and we're going to be doing a quick, simple tutorial on making a debt spreadsheet in Excel and in Google Sheets. Just so you know, I will be converting this handwritten sample debt into both of those programs for you, and I'm going to be showing you a couple of quick tricks on how to quickly sort them, put a little bit of formatting, make it look a little pretty, and yeah, I'll be speeding through how I'm typing because no one wants to watch that. So down in the description below, there will be timestamps so you can jump to the relevant parts, and let's get started. All right, guys, so all I did was open up Excel. We're just gonna go right here to blank workbook. And then, here are your rows, here are your columns. And so what we're gonna start off with is writing in our column heading. So the very first one I like to do is rank. The next one, and just to speed it up, all I do is I hit the tab button. I want the name. Then I want the type, the principal, the monthly payment, APR, and then the monthly interest payment. So as you can see right there, it looks pretty sloppy. There's a couple that are cut off. So what I like to do is the ones that have multiple words, all I'm going to do is hit wrap text. That makes it just a little bit easier. And then the loan name is probably going to be pretty long, so I'll stretch it out. Type might be a little bit long, so I'll stretch it out. Principal is going to be the money amount, so again, stretch it out. Monthly payment may be a little bit, and monthly interest payment may also be a little bit. All right, so that's our basic setup. Then what I like to do is I just select them all, and then I use this border bottom right here just to give it a bottom line, just to make it look a little bit visually interesting. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start typing up all of these debts. So I apologize in advance. I'm going to speed this up in the video, but you're going to see me kind of dart my eyes. It's just because I'm trying to copy this over. All right, so talk to you in a little bit. All right, guys, so as you can see, I didn't stretch it out enough. So what I'm doing right here is again going to this column right here, getting that little black bar and just stretching it out just so that way you can see. Now over here, I'm just going to select all of these right here, and then I'm going to go over here to number and just good accounting because it's money. Just gonna get little dollar signs here. Again, over here, the monthly payment is also going to be money. Put that there, and then this is the interest rate. So as you could see, it auto cut off a couple decimals right there. So I am just going to do this, and then decrease, and bam. Now that's just the basic setup. So again, I typed in all my loans, my loan types, the principal amounts, the monthly payment, the APR, which is the interest rate, and then the monthly interest payment. So to do this and to save time, I'm going to actually write a formula. So all I'm going to do is put equals. I'm going to take, what I'm doing is putting it into the parentheses. So I can go APR, right? Divide that by 100, and what that does is it converts it to a true percentage. And we're going to divide that again by 12, and then we're going to multiply that. So multiply is shift, and then 8 gives you a little star by the monthly payment, and then hit enter. So there you're going to get an amount of $2.72. And then to make yourself easy, you don't have to keep replicating this formula. You can see this little square right here. You want that little black arrow, and you drag down. And voila, it gives you an amount, which is fantastic. So what I like to do is I can either select these like here, and then what I can do is go to data, and then I can sort. Expand the selection, hit sort, and then bam, it switches it. You can do it this way. So what it did was from lowest to highest, here goes highest to lowest. And that's just selecting it from this one part. So if we want to go by the highest principal amount, once again, you can do the same thing, expand it, and it sorts it all. So that's a really easy way to do it that way. Another thing is if you want to rank it, so that's where you would type in like, I want to pay the ER bill, and then I want to pay the Discover card, etc. And then once again, you can sort it that way. That's why I personally like to put my debts onto a spreadsheet, either through Excel or through Google Sheets, which I'll show you in a second. Just because then I can automatically switch things around. Meanwhile, if I keep it on paper, then I have to scratch things out, or I have to like put numbers and start making lines, and it gets all confusing. And so yeah, that's just a basic, simple like debt spreadsheet, and we're gonna move on to Google Sheets. All right, guys, and welcome now to the Google Sheets portion of this quick tutorial. So as you can tell, all I did was just open up Google Sheets. It is very similar to Excel spreadsheet. So here we go. We have our rows here, our columns down here, and my process here is just a little slightly different, but it's still pretty the same. I personally use Google Spreadsheet more often than I use Excel now. It's just because it's free, it's easy. I can do it on my phone, I can do it off the laptop. With Excel right now, it's through my job, and then on my personal computer, I still have it through like my student account. And so I always forget which one I'm on. So just to make it nice, clean, and simple, I just use Google Spreadsheets now. All right, so once again, what I'm doing is I'm just typing across. So again, there's rank, name, type, principal, monthly payment, APR, and then monthly interest payment. So as you can tell here, it's kind of a little sloppy again. So what I do is I click on the one, and then here you want to hit more. There is this little text wrapping box here, and then you're gonna have this one that has like a little color. That's for wrap. There we go. Once again, I go over here, go to text wrapping, pick the middle one, and bam. Then what I like to do is I select all of them again, and over here is where we have borders. So what I do is I just select the bottom border. Now, aesthetically, there's that nice little line divide. Personally, that's what I like. Then what I do is I click on this row right here. I prefer all of them in the row. Is I'm gonna click right here, right click, and I'm going to freeze this row. So what I do is view more row actions, freeze up to row 1. All it does is make sure that my header stays, so as I add things, it just stays there. And next, I'm going to be typing in the next little bit, which is again, the name of the loans, types, and all of that. So give me a couple minutes. For you, it'll be a couple seconds. I'm just gonna be speeding through this part. All right, thanks. All right, so I just typed everything in, and once again, you'll see that I didn't put enough space here. So I'm gonna wait till I get the little bars. Stretch it out. Maybe my computer's being a little slow as I'm recording on top of the web camera, and so it's a little bit slower. So here, all I'm gonna do is press little money. Woo. Once again, over here, select it all, press the little money sign. Here, this is APR. So what I'm gonna do is I just want the percentages in the back as well. So I'm gonna go here, increase decimal places, and then reduce it back so I can get that lovely 2 zeros there. And bam, now we're back to setting up the formula for the monthly interest payment. So here we're gonna once again do equals, parentheses, I'm gonna take APR, we're gonna use a / for divide, and then we're going to divide that by 100. What that does is converts it back to a percentage or decimal, And then we're going to then divide that again by 12, because there's 12 months in a year. And then we're going to do Shift 8, give it a little star, that's to multiply by the monthly payment. And then we hit enter. And bam, you have a money amount. So once again, we're going to take that, make sure you highlight right there and you get like a black arrow and you stretch it all the way down. Give it a second to copulate, and bam, now you have all of your monthly interest payments. Now, once again, I left the blank because later on we're going to talk about which types of loans or debts give us grief and all of that, so that way you can select. But to show you how to quickly sort, once again, you're going to click onto the column. You're going to right click it, and then here you're going to have short A to Z, which is lowest to highest, and Z to A, which is highest to lowest. So if I click that, you'll see all of my bills changed right there. If I right click it again, switch it to Z to A, you'll now see that the monthly payment went to 4, and you can do this for either column and it will switch all of it for you. So again, just a little bit more convenient. So yeah, well, I hope that this quick simple tutorial helped you out. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to see more videos like this. I can show you more things on conditional formatting, changing the colors, really highlighting pertinent information, how to do a graph, and all that fun stuff if you think it's going to be relevant for you. For me personally, in my debt spreadsheet, I do have a couple of graphs. All right, can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!